There's a kind of crime that doesn't fail. No alarms, no mistakes, no witnesses. Everything goes exactly as planned. The Lufthansa heist was one of those crimes. Until it wasn't. Because the robbery itself, that was perfect. What came after was a bloodbath. If you're into stories about the perfect crime, the kind where everything goes exactly according to plan, no alarms, no mistakes, no loose ends, then this one might be the closest thing to perfection you'll ever hear. But here's the problem. It didn't fall apart during the robbery. It fell apart after. Welcome to True Crime Bites, where tonight's story isn't about how they pulled it off. It's about why almost everyone involved didn't make it out alive. So if you think you know how this ends, you probably don't. December 11th, 1978, New York. Inside John F. Kennedy International Airport, millions of dollars sit quietly inside a cargo vault. Cash from international flights, unclaimed currency, jewelry shipments, all stored in one place, secure, guarded, untouchable. Or at least, that's what everyone thought. Behind the scenes, there was a man who saw opportunity. His name was James Burke, known for being calm, calculated, and extremely dangerous. He didn't rush jobs. He studied them. And when he saw the Lufthansa cargo system, he realized something. This wasn't just a target. It was a gold mine. Every great heist needs one thing, an insider. And they had one. Louis Werner. He knew when the money arrived, where it was stored, how security worked. That information made the impossible possible. The plan was simple. Get in, control the workers, access the vault, leave before anyone noticed. No chaos, no violence unless necessary, just precision. Everything was timed. Everything was rehearsed. And most importantly, everything depended on silence. Early morning, the crew arrives. They enter the cargo building, quickly, quietly. Workers are rounded up, threatened, tied together. No resistance, no alarms. Within minutes, they have full control. They force employees to open the vault. And inside, stacks of cash, millions of dollars. They load it into vans, work efficiently. No panic, no mistakes. And then they're gone. Quick question for you. You just pulled off the perfect heist. No one is hurt. You've got millions. Do you? A. Lay low and disappear. B. Spend a little, carefully. Or C. Go all out and enjoy it. Drop your answer in the comments, because what happened next depends on that decision. The heist was flawless. Around $5 million in cash. Nearly $1 million in jewelry. At the time, the largest robbery in American history. No immediate suspects. No clear leads. It should have ended there, but it didn't, because success created a new problem. The crew was given one rule: don't attract attention. Don't spend big. Don't stand out. But some couldn't resist. New cars, expensive clothes, flashy purchases. Suddenly, people who were supposed to be invisible were very visible. And that made James Burke nervous. Very nervous. In organized crime, loose ends are dangerous, and people who show off are even worse, because attention leads to questions. Questions lead to investigations, and investigations lead back to you. So Burke made a decision, a cold one, a permanent one. One by one, people connected to the heist started disappearing. Some were found dead, shot, strangled, left in cars. Others were never seen again. Friends turned into liabilities. Partners turned into risks. And risks had to be eliminated. The perfect heist was turning into a cleanup operation. One man saw what was happening and knew he might be next. Henry Hill. Instead of waiting, he made a choice. He cooperated with authorities, became an informant, and exposed parts of the operation. That decision would change everything. With insider testimony, law enforcement finally had something. Arrests were made, cases were built. But here's the twist. Even with all that, most of the money was never recovered. It had already been spent, moved, laundered, gone. This entire story was later brought to life in Goodfellas. Jimmy Conway represents James Burke. Henry Hill tells the story. That haunting montage of bodies being discovered, that wasn't exaggeration, that was reality. So what happened in the end? James Burke, never convicted for the heist itself, later imprisoned for other crimes, died in prison. Henry Hill entered witness protection, lived the rest of his life outside the mob. Many crew members killed or disappeared. The circle closed violently. The money vanished. Experts believe it was laundered through businesses, spread across criminal networks. To this day, most of it has never been found. The Lufthansa heist was perfect, but perfection didn't save them, because the real danger wasn't the robbery. It was what came after: greed, fear, paranoia. In the end, the money didn't make them powerful. It made them targets. If you made it this far, you already know. The crime isn't where the story ends. It's where everything begins. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And remember, every crime leaves something behind. I'll see you in the next one.